Kelsey.
Hi, Kelsey. This is Linda calling from Disney. How are you today?
I'm great. How are you doing, Linda?
I am great, thank you. I'm calling for your interview for the Disney College program. Is this still a good time for you?
Yes, this is a great time.
All right, awesome. So just to let you know, we're going to be on the phone, maybe about 15, 20 minutes. And we're just going to talk a little bit about you and your work experience, and then talk about some of the roles you're interested in. And at the end, I can try and answer any questions you might have, okay?
All right.
All right, good. So I see that you're attending Grand Valley State University. Is that correct?
Yes, that is correct.
Good. Looks like you're graduating soon.
I am.
Hey, congratulations.
Thank
Are
you.
graduating in May?
Yes, end of April.
Awesome. Congratulations. It's so exciting to see that light at the end of the tunnel, right?
I know, exactly. It's so close. It's crazy.
And I see that you have not worked for the Disney company before. Is that correct?
I have not.
All right, good. And just a question we ask all of our students. Are you currently an international student studying in the U.S. on a visa?
Nope, I am not.
Okay. And I would take a minute or two to talk a little bit about our Disney Look guidelines, because as cast members, when we're working in the parks and resorts, we're all complying with that Disney Look. Have you had a chance to kind of review the guidelines? Are you familiar with them?
I am familiar with them. I did have a chance to look them over.
Perfect. So for costuming purposes, I always like to ask, do you have any piercings, tattoos, anything that might be visible if you're wearing like a tank top or a pair of shorts?
I don't have any tattoos, and I just have the traditional one piercings on the earlobes.
Okay. So no tattoos, and then just the one on the bottom of each earlobe, you can wear a little stud and just no big dailies or anything like that.
Okay, awesome.
Perfect. And then additionally, some of our roles do require to operate a vehicle, so do you have a valid U.S. driver's license?
Yes, I do.
All right, great. And I saw that you are interested in the Walt Disney World program in Florida. You're interested in our fall season, and we have 5 arrival dates that you'll be able to choose from. Those dates are August 5th, August 12th, August 19th, August 26th, and September 3rd. They all have a departure date January 2nd. So do you think you might be available for one of those arrival departures?
Yes, I am.
All right, awesome. It's nice because now they have us actually sharing the date, so I think that's great. It helps with planning,
Definitely.
Well, when you heard about the Disney College program, what got you motivated to apply, and why would you choose our internship program as opposed to anyone else?
Well, I actually found out about the Disney College program when I was in high school because my cousin did it. So I've kind of had it in the back of my mind ever since then, and I've just grown to love Disney throughout the years, obviously, and it's such a prestigious company, and it's known for such outstanding guest service, and that's something I strive to do with my career after graduating. So I would just love the opportunity to learn and grow as a professional through the Walt Disney Company.
Yeah, and you said your cousin did the program?
Yes, she did.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah.
That's very fun. Did you get to visit her when she was here?
I did. She actually did the college program when she was, she actually attended the same university as me as well, but she went down there and did the college program, and then she graduated and then moved back down there and has been working with Disney pretty much ever since, so for the last couple of years. So I've had a couple chances to go visit her while she's down there.
Oh, that's awesome.
It is awesome.
Very good. Do you have a favorite park that you like to visit?
I really love them all. I actually really like Hollywood Studios, which I feel like probably isn't the most popular answer, but just something about it, and it's so exciting to see that it's growing lately.
Oh, I know, all the changes.
Definitely, yeah. I'm excited to maybe go down and see Toy Story Land soon.
Oh, it's so fun. It's really fun. And Slinky Dog is amazing.
Oh my gosh, it looks awesome.
Yeah, it's amazing. And I can't wait for Galaxy's Edge. I'm so excited about that.
Oh, yeah. I heard about that, too.
So I'm very excited. I love Star Wars, so that one is just it'll be exciting. I know. I love all the new stuff happening at studio, so it's kind of exciting.
It is exciting.
So, good. Well, very good. And then the housing, you probably heard about the housing, or maybe your cousin talked to you a little bit about it. It's apartment complexes. We have 4 of them that you could choose to live in. And I saw that you have lived with roommates before, which is great. Mm-hmm. So, sometimes when we're living with our roommates, we have some disagreements or things come up. So maybe you had a disagreement with one of your roommates and you had to fix the situation.
Yeah, definitely. So, there's always little things that come up. Everyone's different, stuff like that. One thing that really came to mind was, even this year we've had, just one of our roommates has a little bit of we're kind of all disagreeing with her on the cleanliness of, like, the shared living areas. So what we did is we all, like, sat down and had, like, a roommate meeting, and just, my goal for that was just really to have open and honest communication with that, and we just kind of talked about respecting each other's, like, boundaries and what kind of goals we'd like for the cleanliness of our apartment, and we kind of were all able to compromise on what's doable for everyone, and we actually made a chore chart so that every week someone has a little bit of a responsibility to do, just to make sure that we're kept up on the cleanliness of the apartment and kind of everyone is happy with that.
See, I think that's a great idea, the chore chart and having the meeting, and just keeping those lines of communication open.
Definitely, it has worked wonders so far.
Yeah, I was just telling somebody that the other day. I'm like, you guys should have, like, a house meeting and just talk about what's going on.
Exactly. I feel like communication is key with anything really, and just talking it out and understanding everything will take you far.
It really is. Just keeping those, because we never know what everybody's thinking or what's
Right.
going to happen.
Right, you can assume it's something else and then find out, you never know. So it's definitely important to communicate.
That's awesome. Well, good. Well, let's talk about your work experience that you've had. And, I saw that you worked as a server at Warwick Hills.
Yes.
You worked in sales at the Michigan's Greatest Fudge.
Yes.
You worked at the athletic ticket office. You've been a communication intern, University Development Student Fundraiser. So lots of exciting things that you've done, and working with guests and working around food, which is always great. So tell me about a time that maybe you had a difficult situation come up with a guest that you had to kind of fix, like they weren't happy about something,
Yeah, definitely. So the first thing that really comes to mind is actually when I was a server at the country club. And the restaurant we have is, like, located out by the pool. So we would kind of service a lot of guests when they were, we'd have, like, swim meets for the swim team and things like that. And those were always crazy busy days. And usually for those, they'd do something for, like, food. Like, they'd have, like, grills out on barbecues out on the grass, and they would have people just do food like that, because it was a little easier for a lot more people than what we were able to do with the smaller kitchen we had with the low-scale restaurant it was. So the first swim meet of the year was actually a scrimmage just between our team, and so they didn't prepare, like, the whole barbecue setup and things like that. So it ended up being really busy, and I was actually helping to train 2 new people because it was the very beginning of the season. So it was a lot of scrambling and things like that, and we were just working off of our menu in the restaurant with the smaller kitchen, and so it was super busy, and we actually had one member whose order got kind of pushed to the side just with all the chaos and things like that. And he was very upset about that. Obviously, when you don't have food, you get a little hangry. So he ended up being really upset with me, and he actually voiced that opinion, was shouting profanities at me, all of those things. And I just did my best to kind of calm the situation down, and just to tell him how sorry we were for missing his order. And I made sure his order was at the top of the list at that moment, so we made sure he got his food as fast as possible as soon as we knew there was an issue with that. And then I actually contacted my supervisor and had talked to her about the situation, and she let me know that I was able to waive the fees for his food. So I let him know that his meal was on us for the wait and things like that, and that ended up really turning his mood around and helping out with the situation a lot.
That's good. Did you have a lot of shifts like that and working outside a lot?
Yes, it was mainly outside. It was a smaller kitchen, so we did a lot of just, like, waiting outside for people to come and serving. So I'm very used to being outside in the hot summers, even though it's Michigan, and right now here it's freezing cold. But I'm very used to being outside in the hot sun and standing for long periods of time and things like that.
Good. I'm actually from Michigan, so I know
really?
I know where Grand Valley. I went to Michigan State.
Okay, awesome. Where are you from?
So So I'm from the Novi area, so I know
Okay.
exactly where Warwick Hills is, too. I saw
Oh,
that. I'm like, I
wow.
know where that is.
Oh, that's so funny.
So, yeah. And I know I love Grand Valley State. It's a great place.
It is a great place, definitely.
And I know it's cold up there right now.
It is very cold.
So that's awesome, though. And the country clubs are a great place to work. You know, you get a lot of great experience there.
Oh, definitely. I've been there the past couple summers, so it's really awesome.
Yeah, that's great. Very good. And did you ever have any, like, emergency situations? Anything that you've ever had to respond to? Like any, I don't even know, like maybe food allergies while you're working around food, or anything ever happen?
Yeah, so actually, also at Warwick, also at a swim meet, not the same one, but we actually did have an emergency situation. It was one of the more legitimate swim meets with all the different things going on, so it was a little less chaotic with the food and things like that. But we actually had a little girl. There's a fence around the pool, and there's grass and like a playground on the other side of the fence, and she decided, instead of going through the gate and walking around, she decided to go over the fence, and her foot actually got caught in one of the links of the fence, and she fell over the fence. And I was actually at the like restaurant side of things, which is on the opposite side, so I wasn't direct responding to the emergency, but I could see it all happening, and it was right in the middle of a swim meet, and everyone stopped, so I did my best on the other side of things while the lifeguards and everyone else was responding to it. I did my best to keep everyone else calm and make sure they had everything they need. I actually had a lifeguard run over to me and ask for ice for the poor little girl, and just waiting for the ambulance to come and things like that. So I just did my best to keep everyone else calm and make sure all the other guests were okay and had everything they needed.
Yeah, that's what you're describing. I'm like, oh, that doesn't sound good.
Yeah, it wasn't great, no.
Oh, that poor thing.
Yeah.
Aw. Well, hopefully she was okay in the end.
I think she was. I think I ended up hearing she ended up being all right, and I think she just needed a few stitches or something along those lines.
All right, good.
Yeah.
Good. Well, because we even have things happen at Disney. You know, we have
Right.
people with, sometimes a lot of it might be heat stroke, or they just fall down, or dehydration, things like that. So, very good. Well, let's talk about some of the roles you selected you're interested in, and just to let you know, we are going to consider you for all the roles you selected, even if we didn't get a chance to talk about them today, okay?
All right.
Good. So I saw that you do have merchandise on here, and convention guide, because I'm going to lump them together, because both of them you might end up using the register. Did you use the register at Warwick Hills?
Yes, I've used the register at Warwick, and then also from my job at Michigan's Greatest Fudge, I'm used to using a register, and even at the ticket office I have.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You worked at the ticket office.
Yes.
That's true. So, all right, good. So, with merchandise, you could be at one of the stores, or you might even be outside of the kiosk. Because we have the pin trading ones, we have selling mouse ears. You probably remember seeing them, selling teachers, different stands like that. So, would you be okay doing one of those too?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, those are a lot of fun. So, very good. And then convention guide. So, sometimes you are working around food with convention guides, so it's good that you've had some experience with food. Because sometimes you're doing that. And what it is you're working at the specialty parties, like the dessert parties. Sometimes we have those dessert parties for the fireworks shows. The Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party, maybe the wine and food party. You might be helping with the food, you might be running a register here and there, but you also might be making sure the guests are getting in the right area. So that's part of the convention guide role. So there's a lot of different things that fall underneath that role. So,
okay.
And then attractions kind of aligns with convention guide a little bit, because you could be giving a presentation too. You might be saying, oh, any guest that has this ticket, come with me. You know what I mean? And then you'll take them to where they need to go. Okay. Attractions, you could be doing a ride or a show. Anything from like Star Tours to Fantastic. And you might be giving a spiel in front of a large audience. Have you done speeches and things? I mean, I know you're a communication intern. You're probably taking some communication classes. Yes,
I'm very familiar with speaking in front of groups of people. Most of my classes require some type of presentation throughout the semester, and even with the spiels and things like that, as a student fundraiser, we have a script, and so I'm always giving some type of spiel about whatever fundraiser we're doing and things like that.
Okay. Awesome. Very Very good. And then also you could be in the parking lot on the tram where you're delivering the steel too. So it's like a moving tram, and you might be delivering steel on that tram.
Okay.
So would you be okay with that part too?
Yes, I would.
I always like to bring that up because some people might be like, I don't know about that. You know. And then how are you with height? Because some rides like Everest, Tower Terror, they're taller than others. Are you okay if you have to go up high and escort some guests down?
Yeah, that would not be a problem for me. Heights aren't a fear of mine.
All right, good. I always like to bring that up. Sometimes, we have lots of things that are low on the ground. I want to make sure everybody feels safe,
Right, definitely.
So, all right, good. And then I did see also that you had PhotoPass photographer. So have you used like a Nikon or any of those DSLR, Canon, or any of those cameras?
I have. When I was in high school, actually, I was part of the yearbook staff, and they gave us a whole in-depth training on how to use DSLR cameras and how to do the different settings and the aperture and all. So I am familiar with that. And then just throughout the years in college, I have a fun time doing little photo shoots with friends and things like that. So I'm very familiar with how DSLR cameras operate.
Perfect. Okay, good. Because that's exactly what our PhotoPass photographers use.
Okay.
They'll either use the Nikon or Canon. They do carry around a lot of equipment, heavy tripods, bags of camera equipment. So are you okay if you have to carry around a lot of that too?
Yes.
Okay. Very good. And then the cedar roll, you'll be a hostess at our sit-down restaurants. And the sit-down ones are like the Cinderella's Castle, Be Our Guest. Over at studios, it can be anything from Primetime, cafe to Sci-Fi Diner, or it can be at any of the resort sit-down too. So, have you done that more work? Did you do some hostessing a little bit? It sounds like sometimes you help guests find seats here and there.
Yes, it was kind of a little bit of everything with that, since it was a more, it was sit down, but it was a little more casual, so it was kind of a little bit of helping people find seats and bringing them the menus and rolling the silverware and all those basic things rolled into one.
Yeah. So more of a casual golf club atmosphere.
Right.
Yeah. Did you also work at the bar? Because some golf clubs have the bar, that picturing, and you work sometimes making hot dogs or getting chips or fries.
Yeah, it was kind of, like I said, it was a little bit of everything. So we had a bar out there, and we, kind of us servers, we would make the drinks and stuff like that, too, as part of our job also. So I was making drinks and things like that as well.
Oh, good. Good. That's always fun, too. You learn a little bit of everything, too.
Yeah, it was really great for that.
So, all right, awesome. And then character attendant, you can be working with our fabulous characters.
Yes.
Making sure they're safe, making sure the line's running smoothly. So let's say you're working with Mickey, and Mickey has to take a break. What would you tell the guests that are waiting in line?
I would let the guests know that Mickey has to go take Pluto for a walk, and that if he will be right back, let him know that he'll be right back, or if he's done meeting for the day. And I would let people know who else they could meet, and maybe even the next time Mickey will be out.
Yeah, very good. Yep, exactly, because I always want to know what's going on. Where's he going? What's
Yes.
he with?
Making sure he's going to see Minnie or Pluto or something along those lines.
So, and the hardest part is telling the line off. That's the day. That's the hard part.
Definitely.
So, but, all right, good. So I know, like I said, we never get a chance to talk about all the roles on your checklist, but we will consider you for everything you expressed an interest in. But based on the descriptions and the role checklist and some of the roles we talked about, are you able to perform the essential functions of those roles with or without reasonable accommodation?
Yes, I am able to.
Awesome. So, Kelsey, those are all the questions I have today. So, what happens next is we're going to send communication to your dashboard on the Disney Career Portal. So, keep checking that dashboard for updates. We do make decisions continuously over the course of our season. However, it could take till the end of March, for all final decisions to be made. So, just keep checking that dashboard.
Okay.
And if you are accepted, you'll get information on how to accept or decline your offer. All those arrival dates we talked about will be listed there, and you can choose one of those.
All
and
right.
it'll also have the role you have. Like I said at the beginning, I can take any questions you might have right now. Do you have any questions for me?
Sure, yeah, I do have a few here. So I I know you can take classes at DCP during the DCP, and I was wondering if you had any recommendations for classes to take for someone, especially like myself, who would be doing the program post-graduation.
Yeah, the classes are fantastic.
Okay.
They're awesome. So let me give you a website that you can look up, and sometimes they keep updating the syllabi on there.
Okay.
It's dorms.disney.com/learning.
Okay.
So last time I was on there, it looks like they're still updating the website. So they haven't listed all the classes yet, but for Walt Disney World, we recommend no more than 2 classes because you'll be working a lot.
Definitely.
And if you do get an offer, you'll get this dorms link also, and then they'll tell you to sign up right away because it's a lottery system, and they pick people, whoever signs up for so many classes, they pick them.
Okay.
You should eventually be able to get the syllabi. So like I'm looking at it right now, and it's still not up there because they keep working on it.
Okay.
So it should be coming soon. But there's classes like a marketing class. We've had classes like a business class. We've had communication classes. You might like some of those.
Yeah, that sounds great.
We have some exploration seminars. You might like some of those too.
All right.
Those are in like cast engagement, HR. We have a communication seminar. You might find that one interesting.
Very cool.
Leadership. So different ones like that you might find intriguing. But I would just keep checking that website because they'll update. They'll post the education team will post the syllabi eventually.
All right, awesome. Because that just seems like a really cool opportunity. So thank you for answering that for me.
Oh yeah, you're welcome.
Okay.
Did you have another one?
Yeah, I just had kind of a little curiosity, fun one. So I was just wondering if you were doing the DCP right now, what would like your dream role be to do?
Oh, that's a great question. So I actually did this college program when I was at Michigan State.
Okay.
And I love my role. So I'd probably go back to my role. I was an attraction character attendant.
Okay, very cool.
I loved both of those. So I'd probably go back. Actually, I worked over at studios.
Oh, very cool.
I'd probably want to work in Star Wars.
Definitely.
That would probably be I love I'm so excited about the new Star Wars land, Galaxy's Edge, or I'd want to work at Pandora, Flight of Passage.
Oh my gosh, yeah, that would be really cool.
Yeah, I love the attractions role. I mean, it's so much fun just being out and about, talking to the guests, and just interacting with the cast. So
Oh, definitely.
I'd go back and do that one in a heartbeat.
Oh, very cool. Well, thanks for answering that one as well. That's all the questions I have for you.
Yeah, you're welcome. So, yeah, I always think about that, too. I'm like, I don't know. I think I'd probably do attractions all over again because I had so much fun.
That does seem like a lot of fun.
I could swim, but I definitely know lifeguard would not be on my list because that just makes me nervous having that kind of, I don't know, the responsibility of that in my hands.
Yes, that's exactly how I feel as well.
So, I could swim, and I've jumped in, actually, at pool people because I've seen in the pool, but I'm like, I don't know.
Right.
I like to talk to people too much. Lifeguard, you're really focusing on the water, you know?
Yes, that is very true.
So, and as a fellow comm major, you can probably relate to that. So.
Yes, exactly.
So, very good. Well, awesome. Well, Kelsey, it was great talking to you. I always love talking to my fellow Michiganders.
Yes, I'm so glad we got to chat, Linda. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, I'm hoping to go up to Traverse City this summer. So I love it up there.
Oh my gosh, it's beautiful.
Yeah, hopefully get up there. So, do some wine tours. I love the wineries up there. So.
Oh my gosh, yes, I need to go sometime soon up there. I have family up there, so I should go visit.
Yeah. And get some fudge.
Yes, yes.
Awesome. Well, you have a great day, Kelsey, and congratulations again on your upcoming graduation. That's exciting.
Thank you so much.
It was fantastic talking to you, and you have yourself a magical day, okay?
You as well, Linda. Bye-bye.
Thanks. Bye-bye.